get another headline. Of course he can!
Lionel Messi.
Messi's hit! Oh! The Magic Man!
Montiel.
Argentina, champions of the world again, at last.
And in 2022, the world champions are Argentina.
The goodbye of Messi. Stop and think about that. How does a man who has already won everything, the trophy, the records, the argument itself, walk into his final World Cup and nearly disappear from it twice in 2 weeks? How does the greatest goal scorer in the history of this tournament stand over a penalty spot, miss, and then walk off the pitch in tears of joy at 39 years old? Here's a fact that sounds impossible but isn't. Lionel Messi is the first player, a man or woman, to score 20 career World Cup goals. Not Pelé, not Klose, not Ronaldo. And here's the cruelest fact sitting right beside it. He is also the only player in history to miss 2 penalties in the same World Cup, the same tournament, the same man. And this summer, it ends, because whatever happens next, the world is watching Lionel Messi play at a World Cup for the last time. So the real question is this: how did the most complete footballer alive end up dragging himself to the edge of elimination twice in his final chapter? And why will you never see anything like it again? To understand how heavy this goodbye truly is, you have to understand what's about to leave. So stay with me, because this is the last dance of a legend. Let's start with a number that shouldn't exist: 20 World Cup goals. Kylian Mbappé, the man built to inherit the earth, sits second with 20. Messi didn't just break the record. He broke it in a tournament where most players his age are working as television pundits. He also broke the record for most World Cup appearances, playing his 6th in Argentina's opener against Algeria. He owns the record for most World Cup matches played and the most World Cup minutes, both taken from Paolo Maldini in Qatar. And here's the detail that will genuinely stop you. His hat trick against Algeria pulled him level with Miroslav Klose's all-time record of 16 World Cup goals. Then he broke it with 2 more against Austria. One tournament. A century-defining record equaled and destroyed inside a week. He has now scored in 9 consecutive World Cup matches, stretching back to the title run in 2022. 13 goals across that span. So if he is this untouchable, why has this World Cup felt like watching a man walk a tightrope in a storm? That's where the story turns. Because here's the truth that Argentina's fans have had to swallow. In the round of 32, the defending champions, the favorites, the aristocrats, needed extra time to survive Cape Verde, the smallest nation ever to play at a World Cup. Cape Verde leveled the game twice. They were finally beaten in the 111th minute when Christian Romero's header from a Messi corner went in off a defender. A deflection. That was the margin between coronation and catastrophe. But that was only the warning. The real reckoning came in Atlanta, against Egypt. In the round of 16, everything Messi had built for 20 years came within 15 minutes of collapsing. Egypt led 2-0. Yasser Ibrahim scored in the 15th minute. Mustafa Zico finished a counterattack in the 67th. And in between, the moment nobody was ready for. Messi stepped up to a first-half penalty and had it saved by Egypt's goalkeeper, Mustafa Shobir. His 8th World Cup penalty. His 4th miss. Think about what that does to a man. 20 years of carrying a nation, and the ball won't go in from 12 yards. And then, out of nowhere, the last quarter-hour miracle. In the 79th minute, Messi created the goal for Christian Romero. 4 minutes later, he scored the equalizer himself. And in stoppage time, Enzo Fernandez headed the winner. 3 goals, 15 minutes. Egypt, who had reached the knockout rounds for the first time in 92 years, were destroyed by the only man on the field, who refused to accept the scoreline. But it's what happened after the whistle that turns this from a comeback into something unforgettable. He cried, not in celebration, in guilt. "I cried because I felt that I let my teammates down," he said, still thinking about the penalty. "Thankfully, once again, God had something special for me in the end. A man with a World Cup, 8 Ballon d'Ors, and nothing left to prove, standing in Atlanta, apologizing for a single missed kick. That is the heart of what makes Messi who he is. Not the records. The refusal, and here's the part that makes this goodbye final, in a way there's no arguing with. Messi turned 39 this summer. By the time the 2030 World Cup arrives, co-hosted by Spain, Portugal, and Morocco, he will be in his mid-40s. There is no realistic road back. This tournament, this squad, this shirt, this is the end of the international story, whether it finishes on Saturday or with a trophy in New Jersey. And there's one more cruelty in the timing. This was supposed to be the summer. Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo finally met at a World Cup. Instead, Portugal lost 1-0 to Spain in the round of 16, and Ronaldo walked off in tears, his World Cup career over. The greatest rivalry in the history of the sport. 20 years, 2 continents, 100 arguments, will never get its final chapter. Ronaldo has gone. Messi is still here. So is this the end completely? Not yet, and that's the fascinating final act. Argentina faced Switzerland in the quarterfinals in Kansas City, chasing something no team has managed since Brazil in 1958 and 1962. Back-to-back World Cup titles. Messi's 8 goals lead the Golden Boot race, 1 clear of Mbappe and Erling Haaland. And at club level, his Inter Miami contract runs to December 2028. But make no mistake about what is dying in front of us. The World Cup, the stage that broke his heart in 2006, humiliated him in 2010, mocked him in the 2014 final, buried him in 2018, and finally crowned him in Qatar. That chapter is closing forever. He leaves it as its greatest goal scorer, its most capped player, its longest-serving story. And he leaves it having proved at 39 that the ball still finds him when the world stops breathing. 20 years, 6 World Cups, 20 goals, a missed penalty, a flood of tears, and 15 minutes that saved a nation. That is the goodbye of Lionel Messi. And whether you worshipped him or argued against him for 2 decades, one thing is certain beyond any argument. Football is about to spend the rest of its life trying to replace him, and it never will.